Chapter 2. This is not the time to be fooling around. Mr. Howard's frown suddenly turned into a look of embarrassment. Dominic could tell that the teacher had forgotten his name. "You're making it difficult for the others to pay attention," Mr. Howard finally said. Dominic tried to protest, but the teacher turned his attention back to the group. Dominic bit his lip and tried hard not to cry as the class watched him in curiosity. "Your teachers have told me you've done research projects on your family histories," the ranger announced in a cheerful voice. "I'd love to hear about some of them." Dominic suddenly panicked as he watched a flurry of hands go up into the air. He dug his hands into his pockets and began pulling on the little threads that frayed from the inside seams. "Why don't you take turns?" suggested the ranger. "Each of you can tell me which country your family came from. Let's start with this row first," she said, pointing to a girl beside her. Dominic's eyes darted anxiously around the group. How on earth was he supposed to answer this? He felt his face grow hot as the fifth graders, one after the other, proudly named relatives that had come to America from all over the world. "Poland, Ireland, Russia, Africa," the children called out in turn. Dominic was filled with anger and shame as he lowered his eyes to the ground. The secret that he carried with him wherever he went, from school to school, was about to be uncovered. The idea of revealing the truth that he was alone in the world, abandoned and unwanted, filled him with such dread that he would do anything to keep it hidden. The sweat gathered on his forehead as Dominic tried to frantically think of what to say. As the ranger suddenly pointed to him, he reached up and clutched his lucky key with his trembling fingers, and then opened his mouth to speak.